It was really back in 2020 when myself and a couple other subject matter experts at Bell, we all came together and wanted to really look at the status quo and how Bell is building its 5G network. We really took a look at the way we build sites and decided we wanted to challenge the status quo. The way we wanted to do that was looking at end-to-end, the way we pitch sites, the way we build sites, and the way we design sites. And that really led to the birth of the Mezzo program and the Flower.
Bell Canada came to us with an idea of a proof of concept that they wanted us to deliver with a high level of uncertainty.
In that particular project, our customer Bell was looking for solution for tower augmentation towards the delivery of 5G, most likely commonly named site augmentation.
And it's something that we do at PPT. After we embark on creating a project plan, we went through the pre-planning, planning to the kickoff stage, where we assembled a team, got the proper coordination, the right resources, and people involved that needed to be involved for a project like this.
But one of the features that I'm most excited about the Mezzo Flower is the fact that the shroud goes up and down. We no longer have to send crews to the sites to remove the shroud and then reinstall the shroud. So having this retractable shroud really makes this tower serviceable and much more easy to work on.
We needed a lot of coordination on this project. It was a new project, new technology, and we had a lot of high expectations.
The first thing that came in mind during the foundation when it was time to do the vertical drilling was, hold your breath. The proposed site location was notorious for its hard bedrock composition and its compound being relatively flat, posed a high risk.
Some of the early challenges that we faced for this project was site selection, conditions underground. We had some major concerns with the installation of the foundation.
However, we got the engineers involved, geotechnical engineers, first operators, even technicians, and the heavy machinery that was required for a site like this. Everyone were involved. One of the obstacles being faced was the bedrock being very hard. It would have been a challenge to drill the hole in a timely manner to set the record time that we would like to accomplish in the overall project.
We were able to drill right down, hit our target, and we were actually quite a bit ahead of schedule.
Overcoming the challenges and seeing everybody's hard work on site really shows the PPT spirit.
When the machines got rolling, the team got involved. It was a success. It actually went better than our best case scenario, which we accounted for. Putting the foundation in without using the typical rebar or caisson foundation, you literally just had the tower section steel and a chemical called pouvoir to partially embed the tower below ground. What was interesting about this was that we did this during the Canadian winter conditions.
You got to keep it level and plumbed and sitting flush on the ground, but not pulling from side to side. That tower was in there and level. That was a big weight off my shoulders.
After the drilling and inserting the tower pole section in the hole, it was embedded and secured and leveled properly below ground. It was now time to fill the containers with the chemical. To mix the pouvoir and then pour it around the embedded tower section. At this point, everyone is going around with their containers putting the chemical in, and thinking that we may have to wait maybe 5-10 minutes to see this chemical reaction. Literally, as it goes in, you saw the chemical reaction. You feel like a kid for the first time discovering bubbles. Fast, strong, and efficient, just like PPT. After section 1 was completed, which was the foundation and the pole being embedded in the ground, the next step was section 2, which was the pole installation above ground. Everyone getting together. It was like a roller coaster. Emotions was high. A lot of people running around on site. As everyone was looking ahead at that big moment, because that moment was the deciding moment of turning your dream into a reality.
Under extreme pressure to get this accomplished and to get it done within a certain time frame.
You see everyone's sign of release and their expression during that moment.
We did a double pick where you pick up both of them up and then the second crane lowers the bottom section.
As the crane is taking that pole up into the air and floating in the mid-air and putting it in position, and the guy stacked it, it was like, wow, there's something there. It's a tower.
After all these months of hard work, we have a tower.
Thing behind the scene is the teamwork. Our team and the customer team were really write it together to making sure like this is well delivered in a timely fashion, quality, and obviously budget-wise.
What's the purpose of the Mezzo program and the flower? At Bell, it's really about changing the status quo and looking at how we do what we do to further reinforce our why, advancing how Canadians connect everywhere. Whether it's RF engineering, the way we build our sites in construction, or the real estate team who's securing where we're going to build our sites, we can confidently say that the way we build our 5G network just got better.
The Stroud was one of the fundamental impact of this design. The Stroud is what gives the definition of what this sort of flower may look like when viewing this at a plan view. We then did the installation of the radio, which was pre-assembled on section 3 of the tower. After the radios were the antennas, which was section 4, which was also pre-assembled with the counterweight system, required to either hold, raise, or even lower the Stroud.
The Mezzo flower is an in-between stage tower that will move telecommunications forward in Canada.
You see the radios which carry the technology and the antenna. Then you see the Stroud at the bottom. What I appreciate the most throughout the project was the amazing teamwork. Everyone played a major part. The teamwork, the amazing crew, the machinery, the crane, the man lift, all this was incorporated with the technical aspect with safety first. If it's one thing that we do at Pearson and we include throughout any project, was that our priority is safety first.
Raising up sections one at a time was always nerve-wracking. A constant reminder that you have to be safe, made sure that everything was there and everything connected, and it had to work.
Finally, the radio in place, the antenna in place, and the cap was in place. This is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Will it work? Will it do what it's supposed to do? Yes, finally, the hard work was completed. What was great at that time was seeing both my colleagues and my clients overwhelmed with joy.
I was extremely happy to see the tower get put up and be stacked. I was extremely happy to see the shroud get in place.
We've been working on this project for a really long time with Bell, and we're very excited to see it in action.
It was like when you come to a developer and you ask, can you build me your dream home? So what we did, we built them their dream tower.
After months of hard work, we have a new tower, a new concept, and it was done in record-breaking time.
So it's important to us that we build a tower that looks good within our community, but it also adds a certain level of function to our community. It helps our community talk, it helps our community communicate, it helps educate our children within our community, and it helps bring everybody together.
The Mezzo Flower was really trying to take the long deployment process to build a brand new macro with a full concrete foundation and trim it down into just a matter of days. This site in Belleville and the welcoming community of Belleville really enabled us to fulfill that vision.
At the end, we were very excited just to know we had a project in mind. We got it done.
The Mezzo Flower is designed to be an aesthetically pleasing, postage stamped, fitting solution. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the Mezzo Flower, the way we build sites at Bell, just got better.
And through the phase 3, the project was built, assembled, and with everybody's input, we were able to actually succeed into giving the customer the solution they were looking for.
Working together with the team with Bell, the team with our contractor Pearson Pelletier, we were able to pull it all together and really accomplish a great project and get to see it come together and be completed together as a team.
The goal of the flower in general was really to standardize on the construction, the real estate, the RF design portions of the entire wireless deployment picture, and develop a solution that was end-to-end standardized, repeatable, with a minimalistic and aesthetic approach.
So the Mezzo Flower with Bell, the tower itself looks much different than other types of towers like the self-support or the guy tower. The Mezzo Flower, when we come into a community, it's gonna look much nicer, it's gonna feel much nicer, and it will be less noticeable for people to see up in the air.
The prospect of having a tool in our toolkit that's rapid deployable, looks good, and fulfills our purpose of connecting Canadians everywhere is what really kept us going every day.
The Mezzo Flower, the proof of concept, is a much simpler installation and has less construction impact on a community.
When we were developing this, looking at the construction of the Mezzo Flower, we were really trying to take the end-to-end process for a full macro tower and chop that up into just a fraction of the time. Without having a concrete foundation, we were able to build the site in just a matter of days.